So this is your Destiny Part 2 video. So in this video, I'll tell you about some different cards as well as do the compatibility with the young lady that you have questions about. And hopefully then we can find some solid answers and go deeper into what's going on. This is your environmental card, the Eight of Hearts. So if you have been waiting for a truly fun year, socially or romantically, this is it. Now, the year doesn't start. I know I said that in the last video, but the year doesn't start. It doesn't end at the end of this year. It doesn't end until your birthday, which is in April. So the Eight of Hearts will bring many favorable experiences with people, and whether you use this love, power, and charm in your personal, social, or business life is entirely up to you. The fact is that you will have much better success than usual with people. So plunge ahead with assurance that you will get what you want. This is also a very good card for the healing of emotional wounds. Didn't I just tell you that? You know, sometimes so I can see more than what you than what you offer or even that you're thinking about. Okay? So when I was telling you that you know you had something that you, and it may not have even come up yet, and then you're gonna say, dang, I was daydreaming about this and this came up. You will text me in a couple weeks, or you will say something and you'll be like, oh my gosh, she was right, or something that hit you. So it's all good, but that is so let's get ready to do some work. Okay, so here's your displacement card. So this is something that okay, I'll explain it. Sixes don't denote the law of karma, which states that as someone sows, so shall they reap. In the suit of hearts, the six represents becoming more conscious of our actions in the area of personal relationships. While sitting in this position this year, it is highly likely that you will be learning lessons in this area. It is entirely possible that some fated events occur in your life this year as a result of some of your actions in the past in your personal life, in your personal relationships. These events may not be to your liking. They may even seem unfair as far as you are concerned, as if what is happening is something that you do not deserve. These are likely to be difficult situations, especially during your Saturn period of the year. And I can go and look into that for you because that's what I want. I want to make sure that with my clients, I don't just tell you something without making sure of it, okay? So I can go look into that year. That's why I needed the year. I can look into and see where your Saturn period is, okay, of the year. And they will involve some key relationships. However, these events are fair and just, the result of something you did in the past, be it in this lifetime or one prior to now. Sometimes this card has been known to attract a karmic relationship into our lives. That could be your girl. This would usually be a past life relationship that returns for us to settle some unfinished business. If someone new and significant comes into your life this year, this is likely the cause. Be attentive to what is going on between you. What are the real issues that you are dealing with in this relationship? Issues will revolve around fairness and having an awareness of our personal responsibility in matters of love and family. It is up to you to explore any situations that come up and to be open to learning more about fairness. You may have always thought that your actions in certain areas were good and just when in fact they were not. Keep an open mind and be willing to give whatever is asked of you if you'll wish to get the most from this powerful influence. On the brighter side, this card gives extraordinary powers of mental concentration this year, which should bring you a lot more success in your business or job. That's what I was talking about, far as the daydream and the thoughts and all these things that's coming across your mind that you probably didn't even know was actually what I was saying. So like I said, I pull from different areas. I can pull from past life. I actually can look into the future as well. So when I'm speaking, I'm only saying what I feel and what comes to my head. I don't know exactly at that time until I dig deeper if it's coming from past life, if it's presently going on right now, or if it's even future stuff. So I just tell you what it is, and then through our conversations and stuff, we get it because I get so many quick little things that it was just coming into my head, and I was just typing it to you. So it was this reading that was already letting me know that I was telling you that this is why I was saying with any client, I don't this is where I start first, because most of the time, and stubborn people, they'll come and they'll get this reading and they say, well, that ain't even the type of reading I wanted from you. And then they'll say they didn't understand it or something like that. Okay, well, that's why we need to have further conversations. But they don't want to do that. And this is not a really, really expensive thing. But then again, it's like an exchange of energy. So they don't understand, like, okay, this is an exchange of energy. This is also my business. So what I do with my real clients, when you become a client, you could say, hey, Mick, I got something on my mind, and you send me a donation. We talk about it and we move on. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't even a price on it. Or when I'm doing quick little reads and stuff like that for 11, 11, 10, 10, 20, 12, 12, different things like that. You send that. And when you bless me, that's going to come back to you anyway, because it's just the karmic part of it. And remember, we have a karma card that we share. So actually, I am your karma cousin. So you know we will have that back and forth, through text and stuff like that, and it's gonna help you. It's gonna play out. Seven of Hearts is her birth card, and I was going to try to skim over it and just tell you a little bit about her birth card, but Spirit won't let me do it. So I have to give you, because I feel like getting the insight of what her card is will definitely help you make an informed decision and help us go into uncovering what's going on. So I'm not salty because I'm like, I'm definitely probably owe this man. So the spiritual love card, that's her card, okay? So Seven of Heart is her birth card, the spiritual love card. The Seven of Heart has a quest for the truth about love and relationships. They are old souls who have come here to reach the highest in these areas for or else. With two nines in their life path, they have come to complete a grand cycle in their soul's work and to let go of many things so that they may progress to the next level. These people must learn to let go of personal attachments and give to others without expectation of return or reward. So you may be finding that, it's like every time you do it, she do anything for you, she all like, yeah, I did this or whatever, and she it's not just like reciprocal love, because it's not tick for tack, but reciprocal love is not tick for tack. It's like, I do for you, you do for me. This is what we do. But no, she has an expectation of it. So she's more tick for tack. On the low side, these people can be preoccupied with many suspicions and jealousies, which is merely a reflection of their own insecurities. On the high side, we find counselors and those who make great personal sacrifices for others and who give much to the world. You can always go to a Seven of Heart for an understanding and sympathetic ear. All must find some way to give to the world to attain peace and satisfaction. This usually manifests as teaching, counseling, or consulting. Their health should be watched carefully as these people bring into this life some past life karma that could manifest as health challenges. So if you know that, I feel like right now I'm reading her diet and I feel like she eats a lot of fatty foods, or she did eat a lot of fatty foods. I don't know if she switched her diet yet. She may have some issues with high blood pressure. I'm seeing high blood pressure, not too much diabetes, but that came up in my spirit. I don't know why, but I feel like probably doing a 21-day cleanse will be very beneficial. That is what I do. I'm more, because that's why I'm more concerned with just reading some cards, because I'm actually a wellness coach, a life coach. And so I don't want to just read somebody cards and then just send them out there. I feel like coming into my office, getting foot detox, massages, air candling, different things like that, so you can make sure that are you're whole. I believe in mental, spiritual, and physical health. So whatever there's a problem, it either calls for a change of lifestyle or a need to let go of some part of it. For example, they might have to quit a certain job because it's just too stressful. They often come into this life with certain physical habits brought over from previous lives that are hard to stop. Even smoking can be one of these. Some of these unhealthy patterns will be difficult to let go of, but it's their destiny to do just that. See, this eight of hearts is a karma card for her that I'm looking at. So by you having that in your environmental card this year, that's why, and you see that's when the card that said it was going to be some difficult stuff going on, and that's one of her karma cards. So without me even reading y'all compatibility, but I told you that when I first started talking to you about this. So it is interesting how many Seven of Heart. She's not a man, so I'm not even going to read that. Part of their challenge is to balance out their desire for material success with inclinations toward fairness in all their friendships and relationships. And see, that's what you are causing, because the Six of Heart that you got in your cards, it calls for fairness. And so you not going to bend on your part either. In all their friendships and relationships, there can be strong ambitions that conflict with the desire to maintain harmonious relationships at times. Anyone born as a 7 or a 9 must learn to give and let go or suffer great pain and disappointment. The 7 of heart are the givers of knowledge and love and can experience the highest degree of unconditional love. So being a heart, she could be correct in assuming that seven of heart relationships are the biggest area for personal growth and development, as so they are. The seven of heart will often try to dominate or control their loved one, and they usually will not work out well for them. The other possibility is that they attract a partner who is dominating. Powerful is the word that almost always describes their mates, but you're supposed to be powerful. You her man, so she better sit down on that now. Uh, Powerful is a word that what almost always describes their mates. Being such a powerful spiritual number, anything less than the truth and non-attachment will always cause more suffering than it is worth. They enjoy traveling with the person they love and can be somewhat restless emotionally. Love affairs can often start suddenly and end just as suddenly. In the end, they will find the best companion in someone that they have a friend's first relationship with. So think about that. Reflect. Were y'all friends first, or did y'all start this love affair? And because that's part of her. That's part of her card. So she may have shown you all this love, love, love. She was like love at first sight, and then now she restless with the relationship because that's in her cards. It is just that they have to get over their habitual control impulses to realize this. So is she over that? Or do she try to control you? You need to think about that. They are sociable. They are quite sociable and charming. It is only in their closest relationships that they meet with the challenges. The male seven of heart is aggressive. You don't got to know about that. Okay, when a seven of heart of either gender meets a king of heart, they know they have met their match. Someone who can handle them and not restrict them. Diamond males are a challenge in many ways to all seven of hearts, and you are a diamond. And so I feel that she owes you, and that's why you are a challenge for her. Anybody that's a challenge for us is because we owe them, and so that's why, because you are a diamond, you are a five of diamond. So that's already letting you know that you are a challenge for her. And plus, you got all these love cards this year. So, you know, and that eight of heart is her karma card. And that's what you got going on this year. So she got a lot of karma that she got to pay back to you. So your first connection with your compatibility comes from Jupiter. And I'm just so excited that I'm doing this reading for you guys because it can give you a lot of clarity on what's going on in y'all relationship, because Jupiter has a lot of high octaves and it's just really deep. Now, you guys are Jupiter to each other in the spiritual spread. So this is a spiritual connection. So like I told you, you guys had a lot of past life. The connection is a strong bond that adds many blessings to your relationship, whether it is marriage, friendship, or business. Though it is not strong on the attraction level, it will contribute a lot to your overall compatibility and joy in being together. And that's just from different things that how they put it together. You both enjoy giving to each other and you share many of the same philosophical beliefs and ideas. You tend to have the same opinions about what is important in life, especially on the spiritual level or on the level of integrity and honesty. You are both there for each other when you are needed, and you have good advice and other things value to offer each other when needed. If you both keep your heart and mind open to giving and receiving the many gifts you share, you both will benefit greatly. This connection springs from a past life in which the two of you shared some experiences in which you both developed some deep understanding about what is true and untrue in life. This could have been as fellow members of some religious order or in some other kind of institution where philosophy was one of the major focuses. Now, in this life, you tend to see things the same way in the areas of right and wrong. Here's some notes. This is one of the most beneficial of the spiritual connections that two partners can have. First of all, it is a past life earned connection. For this reason, the connection tends to run deeper and have more meaning than the same connection in the life spread. Secondly, it is a Jupiterian connection. Jupiter is one of the most important of the spiritual planets. It has been called the Guru planet, the Lord of wisdom and abundance. This connection guarantees that there is some sort of deep bond on the level of your beliefs and philosophies. If you assess this and openly discuss your relationship in light of this, you could find that there is much more meaning for your being together than you first thought. This, of course, presupposes that these things, like the purpose and spirituality, are important to you. So the affirmation for this connection is: my partner and I share a common philosophy and a natural desire to give to each other. We appreciate all that we share. So hopefully you can see something inside of there that you feel that, is true. I could see you kind of like shaking your head, even if you're not doing it physically, but you understanding that, because it doesn't seem like you guys had like a bad relationship. You just not understanding the break, or you just trying to see if, where she going. But you remember she has this restlessness that she goes through inside of herself. So I don't know if she's into readings or something like that, but for me to do a full reading, like, or to see what's going on with her right now, she'll definitely have to get that, and give me permission to do that. You guys have 5 compatibility connections, right? And 3 of them is Jupiter. Okay. And so you're Jupiter to each other, but also she's Jupiter to you in your life spread and your spiritual spread. So that means that she is all the same things that I just said earlier that you guys are to each other. She's that to you basically 3 times, because you're that to each other, and then both of the other Jupiter readings is that she's that to you. So it's not a problem with the relationship part of it. It's something that's going on inside of her. That's the only way I'll really be able to uncover it. But hold on, because it is some other things that I want to tell you about, because it's 2 other connections, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to get to that connection and let you know what that is. And then I'm going to tell you some things that I'm feeling intuitively. So you guys are both each other's spiritual cosmic reward cards. So let me tell you what that means. So what I'm saying, I'm going to tell it from you as her spiritual cosmic reward card. I'm going to tell it from your point of view, but it's also, you got to do the same thing. So as a person in your partner's life, you represent a sort of cosmic reward for spiritual or inner work that they are doing in this lifetime. So you're the same thing for her. In practical terms, this connection often manifests as you're being challenging and unreachable for them. Hello. So she feels that way about you the same way you feel about her. But this is part of what you have chosen to do, and you are playing a key role in your own transformation. That is the same thing for her. So if you guys want to read, y'all should probably read The Soul Purpose together. This book called Your Soul's Purpose. Okay. This key connection is often found among couples who are destined to be together for a significant amount of time. Here's some notes. This connection is very much like the one before it, except it is connected to a past life with your partner, because this connection comes from the spiritual or natural spread. It suggests that one of the reasons for you two being together is to settle or continue some past life association. In this case of this particular connection, the past life association was likely very important in terms of your partner's growth as an individual. But remember, that is the same thing that it says to her about you. Okay, you are here in this life to give them something of extreme value. Okay, extreme value. However, until you, which is you too, because it says until your partner has dealt with their lifetime Pluto card, you may seem to be more of a problem than a blessing to her. So I can find out what her lifetime Pluto card is, but that's going to be on her, or that's on you to order that service from me. I challenge my partner to open up and accept the blessings of the universe. I bring the biggest blessings to her. The compatibility index on this is a 0 because it's a very hard connection, you see. And the one that it says for her is that you are her spiritual cosmic reward. This person represents part of your soul's development. You represent part of her soul development. And you could be greatly challenged by their presence, which is you. It could be difficult to be with in some ways, but inwardly you sense that being with this person can transform yourself in some areas of your highest potential. What? They are your spiritual cosmic reward. This person represents of your soul's development. Okay, wait a minute. She is your cosmic reward. So the way I read that the other way, that was you are her spiritual. But so this one, let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna slow this one down. This person represents, so that's her. She represents part of your soul's development. Your soul's development, and you could be greatly challenged by her presence in your life. You could be difficult to be with in some ways, but inwardly you sense that being with her is helping you transform yourself in some areas of your highest potential. This is a strong connection that could imply a destined relationship. And once you have begun to meet your soul's challenges in this lifetime, you will begin to see this person as one of your biggest blessings and rewards for work done for yourself. This connection is just like the one before it. However, just as the previous connection, the rewards associated with this connection are usually not experienced until we have conquered or at least faced the issues represented by the Pluto card in our life spread. Until this time, those of who are our cosmic reward cards can seem to be challenging and difficult to the extreme, in which the same way as someone who is our Pluto card. And then it says, my partner reminds me of wonderful things that are a part of me. They are a blessing to me if I am ready and willing to accept it now. So you see why I can't just go in and say, yeah, no, she ain't being truthful. Yeah, she being truthful. I can't go in and just do that because it is work that needs to be done. This girl is your cosmic reward. So you got some work to do within yourself, and it's going to play out for you. So now it's time to look into I'll look into it right now, because I told you earlier in the video, it may have been this one or the last one, that I'll look and see what that card was for you. So you're going to have to listen, go back and listen, or hopefully I'm going to tell you when I send you this video, I'm going to tell you to take notes, because I got to move on to my other people. I put you, and see, I went on and put you ahead of everybody because you wasn't trying to hear that. You was trying to, this has been on your mind, that you said that it ain't been on your mind. Remember that? Something. When I told you you was thinking about something or daydreaming about something, you said you wasn't. But anyway, I'm trying to see, what's your card again? Because I got to look in your, a 5 of diamonds. I got to look in here and find your card. Okay. Okay, so the card is a 4 of heart, and I'm leaving it in this cosmic because this is where we were finding the information. So this is not a strong influence for actually getting married unless you have other marriage cards elsewhere in your yearly spread, but it may be the year that prepares you for an eventual marriage. This card can also mean that you are striving to have more success in your family life in general, which could include your children, if you have any, and and your home, all represented by the 4 of hearts. In general, the 4 of hearts means that you are desiring to have more stability and security in terms of affection and friendships this year. In this position, it also implies to have the stability you will have to take some new avenues of approach in these key areas of your life, Look to the result card for more details about how the concept of marriage fits into the picture this year, or to see who may be involved in this transformation process you are experiencing. So, marriage, the affirmation for this is marriage, home, and family stability transforms me. I am creating a successful marriage or family life. I create love, satisfaction, and security. And that actually goes in with your that actually goes in with one of your cards that you had about because you have a lot of heart love cards, and so that actually goes into that. Now I can look into the result card as well, and the result card is saying many of your efforts will be directed towards the end result of financial stability. To acquire this foundation of money, it is likely that you will have to get clear about what is most important to you as you progress this year. Sound and unchanging values attract prosperity. To achieve this, you may have to go through many changes in the way you think and communicate your needs and wishes. However, you will be rewarded for your efforts in kind. No matter just how challenging your Pluto card may be this year, this card guarantees that everything will come to a happy and satisfactory conclusion, and that you will end up this year feeling financially sound and well organized. It says, I achieve financial satisfaction and stability by the end of the year. And you know that that is not end of the year as in 2022. That's up until your birthday. All right. Now, let me tell you about what I'm feeling. So I do feel that you guys have really like, for now, your compatibility was like at a zero, and the attraction rate was low. But that's because you guys have so much spiritual connection that and so much past life that you don't need that attraction and you don't need that compatibility to make it. And that's because also it's difficult because you do have that past life, and it is more on a spiritual sense. And because also when something is for our highest good, it is not going to come easy. Because if that's the case, then all of us will be walking around being our highest selves. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no reason. So I know that's just what we talked about in the temple last night. How it's like God, what Creator, whatever you believe in this instance, you put these things on earth, a lower self and a higher self, and you put yes, Satan is real. It's like these things are here, but it's to when you get through it, it's to make you your highest. That's your soul's development. Okay, so you gotta look at and you gotta look at the relationship different and see her actually even from a different eye now. So now go back and reflect on the things that has been happening. If she asks for some space, remember she has that restlessness. She has that relentless. You don't have to be in her physical space to talk to her or to feel her or to know what's going on, because you have that spiritual connection with her. So you have to learn how to tap into that so you can see how you feel. So it helps you understand what's going on. Now, can I take a pendulum and ask it some questions and see what the pendulum is saying, like yes or no? But I think also I stopped really doing my pendulum work because I felt like my thoughts were controlling it more than the situation. Also, so what I'm sensing is, you can help. It's challenging for both sides. So just give her that space that she needs, and reach out when she's ready to reach out. You could just send her flowers or something like that, because that's not just reaching out. Like, hey, I'm trying to check on you, or whatever. So I don't know what when your question. I took your question and I need to probably go back and read it, because I just took it. I don't want to say like with a grain of salt, but I knew that I had to do the uncovering work first before I really, really looked into that. So that's why I went on and did your other cards and also did the compatibility without even asking for anything, because I realized that you want that answered, but things had to be uncovered to me first, because I could just easily, what if I would have said, yeah, I think that she doing X, Y, and Z or whatever, and that could have really been like, it's still, regardless of whatever she doing, we have to realize that it was when people ask us, if they say I need a break, or just give me some time, what they're doing in between that has nothing to do with us. That it's not our business. They ask for a break. So whatever they're doing, that's truly not our concern, because what we should be doing while the break is happening is building ourselves and doing some work on our inner work, because that's what we need to be doing to build up, because it's going to come to you regardless. You're going to know and you're going to feel. And she does have a restlessness with relationships, so you got to think about this, because I don't tell my clients to do anything. I have them think it through, and we discuss it. But I want you to think about that. It said that in her card, when she starts relationships off of, yeah, I'm attracted to you, we like that, or did it start as a friendship? Because if it started as a friendship, that relationship is not going nowhere. It's going to last longer. She has some soul development work that she has to do as well. So she could naturally, for real, be doing that soul work. Okay. And then when she comes back to you and when you guys get back together, it's going to make y'all relationship, both of y'all relationship, better, because you guys did the inner work. So what I would suggest to you is doing the inner work right now. Okay. And then I have other readings. One is called Spirit Within. So basically those cards also could, but those cards normally pull from your spirit, but it'll let you know if you got a snake in the grass, if somebody is trying to con you, if you got because if you pull like a fox card, a snake card, or something like that. It's another one too. It's snake, fox. Oh yeah, snake, fox, and mouse. That could let you know if somebody's trying to con you, or yeah, you know, things like that. So I do have different readings. I do intuitive readings. I do pull from different areas. Right now, I'm telling you though, your soul and your spirit is saying do the work. It was things that, so go back and listen to the videos, take notes, because it gave you some good things that you could be doing while this relationship is on a break. I did the compatibility. I did not look deeply into her cards, you know, but if that's something that she wants to do, or something that you suggest, or like you would like to know what's going on in her life, then that a full destiny reading is 3333 for her. Um, and then that still will also go as a referral to you. Okay, so write down your questions or whatever and text them to me, and we can talk. So this is how you can contact me. These are some of my November specials that I have. I suggest that you come in and do a full detox, because during that time we definitely could talk and I can answer your questions. On Wednesdays I'm on Facebook at 8 o'clock with What's Up with Wednesday. So I'm going to start doing some intuitive things on there, letting people ask questions about different things. And so instead of just listening to me ramble on, I do readings on there too as well, but you could listen in. On Tuesdays I do a cosmic weather on this radio station, and it comes on at noon. And so it's Asiatic on, which is, I call black, well, you guys call black or African American, I call Asiatic. So as a Moorish American. So you can listen in on Tuesdays. And then I also have a wind down Wednesday at my office in Hammond. So that's between 3 to 7. So you can drop in. This is how it's all started for me. I saw this hoodoo card that I felt like the lady was me. And the illustrator was saying that she doesn't draw people. She only draws like body parts, and then she puts them together. So I said, there's no way I'm not supposed to be doing this. So I also do those type of readings too. And that comes from those are similar to like tarot cards, like the King of Cups and things like that. But it's more based on us from Africa as well as doing slavery. It tells us about how we use root work to like free ourselves and stuff like that. So it goes back to our heritage, our vine and fig tree. So I really, really love that deck as well. So those are some other type of readings that I do. But I'm Mother Mecca. You can find me on Facebook as Mecca Mecca. Instagram is Mother Mecca 115. TikTok, Mother Mecca 115. And of course, YouTube, Mother Mecca 115. Please go on and subscribe to my videos. To my channel, YouTube channel. And please like and share my videos. That way you can help it get out there. Don't forget, I have a CAP program, Customer Appreciation Program. When you tell 3 people about my services, then that gives you complimentary readings or services inside my office at 1010 165th Street. My phone number is 708-253-8795, and you also can inbox me on Facebook. But I like text messages better because I don't have to go into apps and all that stuff. But I love you like no other. I tell all my clients that, and I'm so happy that we found some things and we uncovered it for you, and that we will have this client customer relationship where we are getting down and helping you become your highest self. Peace.